Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. My name is Josh, and today we'll be talking about BNB and conduct an AI-based forecast in using our forecast graph AI-based technique. Then using our crypto retirer, we'll be looking at compound annual growth rate based model to check about BNB's potential as a retirement vehicle. And also looking at a crypto eval model to discern whether using our MVRV's approach if BNB is overvalued or undervalued, and using our polynomial regression based heat bands, checking some of the key levels which are one standard deviation, two standard deviation, three standard deviation regression functions for BNB. So let's get started. Today, the indicators that we'll be looking at is the 24 hours worth of crypto related news, if they are bullish or bearish, or the last 24 hours. These are the crypto related news articles, and using our bird based machine learning model we have classified if they are bullish, bearish or neutral. The narratives which are in green in color are bullish, the yellow are neutral. We don't have a bearish news over the last 24 hours. You can see Robinhood related news, then again sheep related news, then Bitcoin wallet related news, Solana meme coin related news, and also Cardano related news. So these are the bullish narratives. You can check all of the narratives using the link on the bottom of your screen. The second indicator is our peak valley composite risk score, which quantifies the risk levels in the crypto market and normalize them between 0 and 1. The key idea is that during the peak phases, when the risks are too high, it's a good time to exit the market, and during the valley phases, when the risk is low enough, it's a good time to enter the market. This is not financial risk. And for calculating the risk level, we look at the volatility, alpha, beta, risk adjusted return, and percent drawdown for the top 100 cryptos by market cap to provide a risk return trade-off and a single metric to quantify the overall riskiness of the market. And we also have color coded this risk levels between dark blue, which is the lowest risk level, to dark red, which is the highest risk level. You can see this one, and the bands are between 0 and zero point 0.1. The color is dark blue. Above zero point 0.1, the color is dark green, and above zero point 0.2 and between 0.1 and 0.2, the color is dark green, and above 0.2, the color is yellow. To about 0.4, above 0.4 till about 0.75, the color is orange, and everything beyond 0.75 risk is red. Right now, we are in yellow risk level, that is a kind of a neutral zone, which is not too high risk, not too low risk. Although the risks are declining since March 13, when the risk was at 0.37, we have been putting lower lows on the risk, lower highs and lower lows both on the risk level. Right now, the risk is at around 0.25. This chart gets updated every 24 hours, looks at the risk of the past day. So today on May 7th, we have risk for up until May 6th, the 0.25 level. If the risk level were to drop by again 0.05 to the tune of about 0.2, that's when the color will shift to a green zone. And personally speaking, any time DCAing in this green zone or the blue zone has been beneficial, looking at my personal portfolio. Also, equal and opposite is that anytime entering in these red zone with a not a short-term look, but holding with a vision of holding and buying at during these peak phases has not been beneficial at all. Most of the trades over here are in red. Most of the trade over here are in green. So that's the purpose of this composite risk score. We update it every 24 hours. So if you're interested in following on us on that journey of analyzing the crypto market at the 50,000 feet level, looking at if it's overvalued, undervalued, if it's a good time to DCA in or out, please subscribe to the channel and also give this video a like to stay updated. So the third indicator is at an individual level. The analysis, that the peak value analysis that we saw, was top 100 cryptos in one single snapshot. This is individual risk for one crypto at a time. and their own journey between 0 and 1 at a gauge level. The key idea is the higher the score over here, comparatively speaking, the more the risk uh, and less potential reward. So in this case, Bitcoin has the risk score of about 0.38, ETH 0.35. BNB, today's crypto that we are analyzing, has a higher risk score at around 0.70. XRP, half of that, 0.35, and so on. So relatively speaking, uh, analyzing these cryptos on this screen and looking at their risk score, this looks at data and price data since November 2017 and analyzes what is the current risk for a particular crypto and provides a score. So this is one crypto at a time. You can look at it for your own analysis or on deciding which crypto is more lucrative at any point in time. So this is our individual risk analyzer. And then the narratives which are popular over the last 7 days. This is our machine learning natural language processing based model, looks at the content related to crypto generated on YouTube and X, and based on the frequency, the size is determined on this wall. So more content related to Bitcoin, most of the and this looks at last 7 days, a running window of last 7 days. Bitcoin followed by crypto are the most popular narratives over the last 7 days. Altcoins are also relatively popular. Then some of the newer sentiments coming up is related to the ETF. So a narrative which I saw today is related to Robinhood, which was not present on this wall for quite a while. Then the bullish sentiment is back. Uh, Also, some of the altcoins such as Cardano, most of the there is some attention related to that. More attention to Cardano than Ethereum at this point in time or the last 7 days. Also, Polkadot you will find on the screen. XRP is here. So the key idea is that if the narratives are popular, you would like to see them on the screen. So over the last 7 days, FOMC was a popular narrative, Chainlink, real world assets. So these kind of narratives, also gaming is gaining some popularity over here. So the key idea is if there is some potential for a crypto or a narrative, it should have its presence on this wall. That means there is some discussion going on on this crypto wall. This is our word cloud based on our natural language processing. So it also gets updated every 24 hours and it's available free for all. So now we'll look at the heat map, which is our analysis of the crypto market, at least the top 50 cryptos by market cap, and looks at uh, their performance over the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, and 90 days, and provides an overall crypto of the day based on those performances over those key time period. Today's crypto of the day is near with a healthy performance over the last 24 hours, 7 days, 30 days, and 90 days. Overall performance at around 47%. You can see the performance for the last 30 to 24 hours. Near is top number one, then Stacks, and then Solana. For the last 7 days, Near again has a 23% gain, followed by Doge and then Solana. Over the last 30 days, Bar slightly edges Near by 3.73% and 3.41%. Most of the cryptos over the last 30 days are down. And today, over the last 90 days, you can see Near also has grabbed the second spot over here, and BNB also on this particular analysis is not one of the top gainers over the last several key periods. We'll look at it in terms of its potential, in terms of its AI-based forecast, and so the AI-based forecast for BNB, we had trained this model since price action in late November 2017 and trained this model in middle of March of 2024. And back then, the forecast when the price for BNB was at around $400, our bull case scenario for BNB in May, the theoretical ceiling or the entire bull zone for May was between 489 USD to about 755 USD. Right now, the price for BNB is at around 600 USD. So, our forecasts that we had created in March are in line with the actuals. Now, so that's the valuation forecasted by our model. Going forward till about August, the theoretical one standard deviation ceiling, this is again not financial advice, for BNB is at around $1,100. The range is between $560 and $1,100, or $1,100 50 11 $1,150. And if there were a pullback, the theoretical support one standard deviation confidence for BNB is between $264 and about $300. So that's the AI best forecast for BNB. We also have a table, you can check it out, week by week progression on this one. And now today we'll be spending a little time on the crypto retirer, which is the number of BNB tokens needed to be a BNB millionaire. Now at this point in time, the number of BNB tokens needed is around 1600, or almost 1700 BNBs. But with an 8% growth, which is a conservative case for BNB from now till 2040, the price for BNB at 8% growth would be at around $1,900, one BNB that is, and the number of BNB tokens needed to be a millionaire without any staking or anything is at around 531 BNB tokens. So if BNB were to grow at 15%, which is a realistic case, this percentage of compound annual growth rate are calculated using Bitcoin as an example, and looking at Bitcoin's growth over the last 15 years, and using that compound annual growth rate, which was at about 45%, and dividing it by 5, and now dividing it by 3 to get this 15%. So if BNB were to grow at 15% year over year, the price for BNB at in 2040 would be at around $4,800. Right now, as you saw, the BNB's price is at around $600, and the number of BNB cryptos or BNB tokens needed in 2040 to be a millionaire, BNB millionaire, that is, would be at around 207. In case, that is the optimistic case, if BNB were to grow at half the rate of which Bitcoin grew in the last 10-15 years, that is at around 22%, the price for BNB in 2040 would be at around $11,700, and the number of BNB tokens to be a BNB millionaire and retire with BNB at a 1 million valuation would be at around 85 BNBs. That's the key idea with our retirer model. Now we'll look at if BNB at this point in time is overvalued or undervalued with using our MVRV model. Slightly overvalued because the red line is above this zero line, which is uh, which is a distinguisher between if a crypto is overvalued or undervalued. BNB did spend about from between May 2022 to about February 2024, almost 2 years in its undervalued territory. So it's slightly overvalued starting February 2024, and to look at how much overvalued, it's about 0.24 MVRV score above this zero trend line or zero line in the middle. So that's our analysis on BNB. That's why you might have seen the risk levels for BNB are elevated compared to other evals. So for example, Bitcoin slightly undervalued at this point in time. Ether slightly overvalued. You get the idea. Solana slightly overvalued again. So now looking at the heat bands for BNB, which is our polynomial regression function. At this point, the base function is the line in pink, whereas the price action is the line in white. You can see the fair value band is at around $260, whereas the price is above one standard deviation band, which is the yellow line, at around $492. So if there were any further rallies, the key level to watch at this point is the $930 level. And if there were a pullback, the $492 would be the one standard deviation support. In case there is a 2 standard deviation or a 3 standard deviation peak, the valuation for BNB could go as high as $1,700. So that's the idea. And if we were to extrapolate this and say that the levels stay the same, or the decline, as you see that in the downward swing for the regression, polynomial regression bands, if we assume this as a constant projection or extrapolation for the bands, you can see that the level forecasted or extrapolated at at this point is at around $937. This also gets updated, so stay tuned for any updates on this one. So the overall summary for BNB per regression analysis: three key levels to watch. The $260 in a severe downturn, the $498 one standard deviation support, the 2 standard deviation rally at around $950. The evaluation is slightly overvalued at this time per our model. The retirement related number of BNB tokens for each scenario is 530 at a bear case, 200 in a base case, and 85 in a bull case, needed to be a millionaire for BNB. In terms of its AI-based price forecast, the bull case between 700 USD and 1200 USD is on cards. In terms of its base case is between $480 and $560, and in case of a pullback between $270 and $300. That's the USD side of story for BNB. We also have a ETH based valuation. You can see over here, if the you can see the number of BNB tokens available for one ETH are going down. That means on its Ether pair, BNB is doing a good job, and if it continues to do that on its USD pair, it should also be doing a decent job, provided Ether also grows at a decent pace. So this is all of the content related to BNB. Hope you like this video. If you did, please subscribe to the channel. Also give this video a like, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.